I'm here to share with you some thoughts and remembrances on George Sheldrick. And I have I've went a long way in my scientific career in parallel and alongside George, and we have not been close collaborators, but we have kind of tread very similar paths in with different types of scientific interest. And it's actually a long time since I got to know George, and this must have been in 1979 when I was studying chemistry in Göttingen. And in 79, I was at the point where I had to choose work for my diploma thesis. And this was when I made my first inroads into crystallography, because I joined the lab of Wolfram Sänger at the at the Max Planck Institute for Experimental Medicine in Göttingen. And Wolfram had a group there that just started to make the first tiny little steps into macromolecular crystallography. So I was one of 3 or 4 people that were kind of the pioneers in his lab in that field, which was very extravagant at the time, and not very many people did that. And I had no formal teaching in crystallography whatsoever when I joined there. But it turned out that George Sheldrick had just come to Göttingen to take over a professorship in the Inorganic Chemistry Institute. And George also gave lectures on crystallography. And we all went there, and it was really an eye-opening experience to listen to that. And I think it gave us, me and the colleagues from Wolfram's lab, a fantastic sense of the both of the beauty, but also the intricacies and complexities of crystallography. And that was really a fantastic experience. So I left Göttingen in 1982 to go to the States. And when I returned to Germany and started my own little group, this is when we really started to use George's programs. But in protein crystallography at the time, they only started to become useful. So most of the time we used not his programs, but other people's programs, but it was always very good. And over the years and over the decades, I must say, I had the opportunity to meet George at very many conferences that we both attended. And he was always very friendly and always very, how should I say, considerate and a nice person. And what I really appreciated over the years was that he upheld this principle that we have been sharing in crystallography, that we're really sharing everything. And people are so generous, George in particular, other people as well. And it was always a fantastic community spirit in this whole endeavor that made it really pleasant to work in that field for many of us, I think. And so last year, I had actually the privilege to be involved in awarding the first George Sheldrick Prize of the European Crystallographic Association. And this was actually my last official thing that I did for the ECA. I did various things over the years, but this was my last official thing that I had to do. And I couldn't think of a nicer way to say goodbye to the ECA than to be present at that award ceremony when the first award was given to Marta Morano. And this was, I think, a very nice way to close that part of my own crystallographic career. And it was really nice to know that George, although he could not attend in person at the time, he could actually see and follow what was going on, and to have that happen in his lifetime, I think, was particularly rewarding. And this is, I think, what I wanted to share with you about George Sheldrick. And I think we all know he was a great person, and his contributions to crystallography were amazing. Thank you.